Okay, so we're back again, and this time we're going to our studio. So as you can see, we're on our main dashboard page. So we're going to go over to the toolbox on the left-hand side and click Studio. And it should take you right into the studio. Okay, this is just telling us about our episode and what's coming on next. And you will see the name of your going to be in the center section. It says your show times. Remember, everything's Pacific time, so this will be 7:30 Pacific time, 120 minutes. Here are your tags, your category, your rated R, and a short link. To the left-hand side, you're going to see your on-air little square here, and it tells you how much time you have left until your episode. And in this case, we've got 5 hours and 32 minutes left to our next episode. Until this episode starts. The button directly next to it is a direct connect button. Now you can use that button if you have a microphone connected to your computer and don't plan on calling in. The direct connect, what it will do, let's see if I can bring that up. It'll bring up a little box, and it's going to have a kind of phone pad looking type of thing, and it's going to automatically dial your host call-in number for you. Like I said, this is only if you're not using your phone and you want to directly connect through your computer and a microphone. So it's going to connect you, and then it's going to dial the number for you. And you would basically run this the way you would call into anyone you're into here in just a second. But what's going to happen is it's going to call it in to the line, and so after you would be done with your show, you do is call, and that will get rid of that. So next to that, we have the invite guest and host. We do not use that button, so just go past it, disregard it. And we don't use the Skype button either. The numbers on the right-hand side, top part of your screen, are the key numbers that you're going to want to remember and possibly write down. Your first number here is going to be your guest call-in number. Now that's going to be the call-in number that people are going to use, your guests are going to use, your co-hosts are going to use to call into the system so that you can, answer them and have guests and talk to them on the air. These numbers this number right here will also be added to the flyer itself so that people know where to call in. Usually what happens is that somebody calls in and they'll say press 1 to enter their queue. They will press 1 and their number will pop up on the switchboard. And we'll get into the switchboard here. Now, the host call-in is the number that you are going to want to call in to start your show. This is where this is your microphone, basically. So you're going to dial in that number, and you're going to get a nice British lady, or excuse me, a British lady saying enter your host pin. Your host pin would be this number. And don't forget the pound sign, because they're real picky about that. So after you end the host pin, she's going to turn around and say something, you'll hear a male voice say, press 1 to start your show now. After you do so, it will not automatically start your show, so don't worry about that. What's going to happen is that it's going to bring you directly to this screen, exactly, and your countdown timer will start. Once that timer gets down to about 10 seconds, everything's going to light up for you, which will be in the next video about going live. And after that, basically, you do your show. So this is the setup for this part, or the studio part. On the right-hand side, you're going to see your audio clips. This is where all your music is, so that way it's going to have a little play button that lights up. Right now it's not lit up because it's not time for your show yet. You've got a volume control. You really don't want to mess with that. I really don't. The volume is set the way Blogtalk needs it to be set. This is only if you know what you're doing that you want to mess with those volume controls, so leave those alone. On your left-hand side, you see the switchboard. This is where you're going to see your number from where you're calling in, and right underneath it, it will say host, and you will have your guest or co-host calling in. From there, you can talk with them, mute them out, and you can actually hang up on them if you need to and if somebody gets abusive. But in the next video, we'll be going live so that I'll be able to show you what it's like going live. And that's basically about it for this part of the section of training. Next video, we'll be going live. All right, see y'all later.